Alright, it's Content Connor here. I'm going to tell you a story and all that. Alright, so long ago, well, not really, in 1941, all the way up in space, there is a space station. And lived there were about a crew of 49 people. And jump cut, 15 years later, a woman named Olivia found a giant meteor just chilling in space, just flying through there until it crashed into the space station. It didn't even leave a mark, though. It crashed into one of the holes the ships are supposed to go into to get on. It cracked open, and out stepped an alien boy named Jason. So they soon started to like each other, and then soon got married and had a child, and then they named it Connor. But jump cut, 17 years later, the space station starts to fail. The space station started to crash land, about to crash land onto Earth. Every person on the space station evacuated, except for the three of them, Connor, Olivia, and Jason. So Olivia and Jason knew that they were not going to be the ones to escape alive. So they used the last escape pod to put their child on it. And then he flew down onto Earth, and when he stepped out of his escape pod, he was ready for his new life. Alright, part 2, pretty much. Not gonna make a new video about part 2. Alright, let's do this. When he stepped out of the pod and he was ready for his new life, but he didn't know how he was gonna start his new life because he knew nothing about Earth, what it was about, what lived on it, or anything, because he was half alien, half human. And then he met someone named Michael. Michael helped him out and all that stuff. He brought him to his house, cleaned him up, and all that crap. Yeah, but once Michael and Connor grew 2 years older. Michael was 21 at the time, now he's 23, and now Connor is now 21. Is not 21. I have suck at math. 19. He's 19 now. And now they live together. But then Connor told Michael a secret that he never told anybody else. He was half alien, pretty much. Yeah, so soon they started to get a friend bond. They started to live together, which I already told you. But then Connor discovered something. When he got up from his bed, he was going to grab a glass of water. And then he just had the idea, if I'm an alien, do I have any alien type powers? So he tried to see if he had psychic powers. He held out his hand to a glass of water, and he just trying to use his mind to bring it over there. And then it worked. But since he had just started using it, it didn't work that much. He tried every other power that he knew, but they didn't work. So he knew he had psychic powers. Part 3. Jump cut. 14 years more later, Connor and Michael started to get even more attached with a friend bond. And Connor started to get more use and gain better at his psychic abilities. Then Connor finally got a job. And then Michael had finally got a wife that he married. Now they live all together. But one day, Connor woke up. Michael and his wife were gone. Nowhere to be found. No stuff was packed. Nothing was stolen. He didn't know what happened until he read on the news that 2 people in the house, in this exact house, were killed and kidnapped. Kidnapped first and then killed. Connor had no idea what to think of this. What is this real? Did this actually happen? I don't know. Is this fake? Am I in a dream? He didn't know, but he was all alone again. Until one day, the kidnappers and murderers came back to his house to steal what they haven't stolen. And Connor knew they were coming because he discovered a new power. The power to hear, the power to see through walls and hear far away footsteps, and to see footsteps, and to know when someone is coming. So he was ready, and he was ready to have vengeance. Part 4. He was ready to have vengeance. Once the kidnappers / murderers got to his house, he killed them by choking them with his force. Well, psychic powers. Ooh. He had got his revenge, but he didn't know what to do after this. He was all alone, and he was probably on the run from cops because one got away, and now they know he has powers, and the cops know. He disguised himself not to look like the murderer or thief that he was inside. This isn't Connor. This is one of the ones that escaped. So now he's on the run for cops, for killing people, even though the robber / murderer / kidnapper didn't tell the cops that part. They knew that he needed to get Connor, do tests, try and figure out how he had these powers. Connor started to live in the shadows again, like he used to before he met Michael. But then he met a new person, and his name was Colin, and Declan, and Braxton, and Preston. They became great friends, and they hid Connor from anybody except for them, because they knew if the military or cops or scientists got him, they would kill him to experiment on him and use his power for evil. Part 5. And use his powers for evil and do terrible things with his powers. Jump forward 3 more years. Connor was starting to go into his 40s. Connor was just now in his 40s. He had just learned everything that an adult should know by now from school, from his friends teaching him. They teached him all the ways of what people did and everything. And then he lived a new happy life in a small little town called Mississippi in America. Yeah, so this is the story is called Down to a New the story is called Down to a New Life. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before. Bye.